Welcome to Bike Reviews, your go-to destination for in-depth looks at the most iconic motorcycles and vehicles ever made. In this video, we're diving deep into the 2025 Harley-Davidson Flathead, a machine that blends historical roots with modern engineering in a way that only Harley can deliver. Whether you're a vintage enthusiast, a collector, or someone passionate about timeless design, this ride will speak to your soul. Let's explore everything this reborn legend has to offer, from engine heritage to road presence, in detailed chapters that capture its raw essence. Classic styling meets modern touch. The 2025 Flathead features retro-inspired aesthetics that will instantly resonate with purists. With a rigid style frame, solo spring seat, bobbed fenders, and large spoked wheels, it maintains the visual essence of its 1930s ancestors. However, updated LED lighting, anti-lock braking systems, and refined paint finishes show that this machine doesn't live in the past, it simply honors it. Flathead engine. The signature low-profile valve architecture of the original Flathead engine returns, but it's now re-engineered for better heat dissipation, fuel efficiency, and torque. The 2025 version is a 1,200cc air-cooled V-twin that delivers around 75 horsepower with a deep, loping exhaust note that feels right out of a black and white film reel. Mechanical yet smooth, nostalgic yet practical, this engine is pure Harley soul. Built for the city and the slow ride. The Flathead isn't a sport bike, it's a cruiser meant for city streets and slow highways. With a low seat height, wide handlebars, and a long wheelbase, the 2025 Flathead is comfortable and grounded. It's made for riders who want to be seen, who ride for the experience, not the destination. Frame and suspension design. Though it mimics the hardtail appearance of earlier Flatheads, the 2025 model actually uses a cleverly concealed monoshock in the rear. The front end features a Springer-style fork, giving it the classic look with improved road behavior. The result is a bike that looks vintage but rides much smoother than anything made a century ago. Drivetrain and performance feel. Harley-Davidson uses a modern 5-speed transmission with a belt drive to maintain mechanical simplicity and dependability. The clutch action is surprisingly light, and gear shifts are confident and mechanical, perfectly in tune with the Flathead's raw persona. Instrument cluster and controls. Staying true to its roots, the 2025 Flathead comes with a minimalist gauge setup. A single round analog dial sits at the center of the fuel tank showing speed, RPM, and essential indicators. Most modern controls are subtly integrated, keeping the look clean and uncluttered. Braking confidence. The braking system is as modern as it needs to be. A front disc with a classic drum-style cover and a rear disc bring enough stopping power for this modest cruiser. ABS is present but unobtrusive, maintaining the spirit of a simpler time without compromising safety. Paint, finish, and details. Paint options include deep gloss black, vintage army green, and burgundy red with hand-laid pinstripping. Polished brass and brushed steel accents appear on the tank badges, levers, and gas cap, giving it a handcrafted appeal. Even the stitching on the seat is designed to match the 1930s Flathead pattern. Riding experience and ergonomics. On the road, the 2025 Flathead feels relaxed. It vibrates just enough to remind you it's alive, and it rumbles instead of roars. Riders will enjoy a gentle ride that feels both immersive and mechanical. It's a perfect machine for Sunday cruises, bike meets, and bar hopping in vintage style. Designed for the collector. This isn't just a bike, it's a future collectible. The Flathead will appeal to Harley loyalists, vintage enthusiasts, and even custom builders who want to use it as a base. Harley has limited production to just a few thousand units worldwide, adding rarity to the allure. Comparison to the competition. While other brands have flirted with retro-styled cruisers, none come close to the historical accuracy and authenticity of the 2025 Flathead. Indian's Scout Bobber and Triumph's Bonneville Bobber look vintage but feel modern. The Flathead is vintage and feels vintage, by design. Maintenance and ownership. Surprisingly, the 2025 Flathead doesn't demand much. Harley includes a simplified electronic control unit, accessible air filter, and minimal electronics to reduce potential faults. Owners can enjoy a DIY-friendly cruiser that doesn't require dealership visits for minor maintenance. Pricing and availability. Starting at $15,999, the 2025 Flathead is priced between Harley's Iron 883 and Softail Standard. It's more than just a motorcycle purchase, it's a piece of American motorcycling history reborn. Pre-orders have already sold out in some regions, hinting at a new cult classic in the making. A legacy that keeps rolling. The 2025 Harley-Davidson Flathead isn't just a motorcycle, it's a living museum exhibit. It invites riders to participate in history while enjoying a thoroughly modern riding experience. By blending the old with the new, Harley has created something that feels timeless, authentic, and undeniably American.